Hey guys, and welcome to Tech Explained. I'm your host, Sid Pan, and today we're going to be talking about the AirPods Maxes. Kind of a weird name, doesn't really roll off your tongue, but it is the first over-ear headphones that Apple has made. Their release date was December 15th, so just 4 days ago of the time of this recording. Um, yeah, their launch price is $549. Apple threw a curveball at us, but we'll talk more about the price later. Right now, I just want to go through the features and just just what it's made of. Basically, its specs. So we'll start at the top of the over-ear headphones, and we'll go to the bottom. And after that, I'll talk about my thoughts about it, why I think Apple priced it so high, who's going to be buying it, who's not going to be buying it, and just my thoughts on it in general. So let's start at the top. The canopy. The canopy, Apple's claiming, is made from a breathable knit mesh. It's distributing weight to reduce on-head pressure. Now I'm reading this literally from the Airpod Max's page on apple.com. You can go check it out there if you want. So yeah, the canopy. The canopy, just the whole design of the AirPod Maxes, it's really different from what we've seen before. And that's Apple for you. They're always doing something new, something that we would not expect, and then other companies go ahead and copy them if they do good because they're Apple. But yeah, so the mesh on the top of the canopy, it's breathable. It's a knit mesh, and it looks comfy. I heard from a lot of tech reviewers on YouTube that mesh was actually made to give you less of headphone hair. And what headphone hair is, if you didn't know, is basically when you wear over ear headphones, and when you take them off, your hair, like where the canopy was sitting on, that part of your hair is flattened. So in their attempts to reduce this problem, they made that knit mesh. Looks comfy, and I'm going to tell you how, in a little bit, I'm going to tell you how that fits into what I really think Apple is trying to do with these headphones. Now, moving down, we got the frame. It is stainless steel, and Apple claims it is wrapped in a soft to the touch material. Now, these are telescoping arms. Again, it's a lot different from a majority of over-ear headphones that you're going to find on the market right now. It's not that plastic clickety clack of lots of other over ear headphones. Sorry, it's been a long day. I was outside for like 3 hours, but yeah, so it's been a long day. So if I mess up, I'm sorry. But um, yeah, so it's different from other over-ear headphones, as it doesn't have that plastic clickety clack. Instead of it's telescoping arms of stainless steel, and it has this type of resistance to it when you pull to adjust to your head size. And I think that really gives you more of adjustable features, and that really helps cater the shape to the shape of your head and to the size of your head. So kudos to Apple for that one. So yeah, now if we go down even farther, we have aluminum ear cups. They are metal. They are cold to the touch. So again, a lot of other over-ear headphones on the market right now, and I'm just going to refer to them as headphones. So a lot of headphones on the market right now, they're plastic. Good, good types of plastic. They're not going to break unless you buy really cheap ones. But this is metal, cool to the touch. It's made from one singular block of aluminum. And on the right ear cup, you have your noise cancellation button, your your digital crown, your Apple Watch-esque digital crown that will help you control your volume up and down. You can press it for multiple commands. And you got the charging port. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're charging it with Lightning. Come on, Apple. We've been asking for so long, give us USB Type-C. They didn't give us USB Type-C. Still Lightning port. Okay, moving on. There was something that I wanted to talk about. Digital crown, noise cancellation, that you got spatial audio. Really cool piece of, work that Apple has put into their spatial audio. It really immerses you into the media that you're watching. Their digital crown. It's very Apple Watch-esque. So if you own an Apple Watch, or you've seen an Apple Watch, or you've used an Apple Watch, you're going to be very familiar with that. I do question its placement. It could be a bother to reach back there sometimes because it's on the back of the right ear cup. So, that's, I don't know, but it's going to be a little bit hard to reach. Noise cancellation is right on the front. It's just a button. You press it for on and off. Pretty self-explanatory. Got an H1 chip in there. It also has Siri built in. The ear cushions. The ear cushions is made of a memory foam, acoustically engineered, Apple says, memory foam. They create an immersive seal, blah, 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 marketing, foundation of sound, of incredible sound. Now, another thing that I really liked what Apple did here is that you can take them off. You can take the ear cushions off. They're magnets, so you can take them right off. And, I'm not going to be very surprised if third parties come out and start making ear cushions that you can, mix and match and, really help it fit your style. So I think that's really cool that Apple included that, those interchangeable ear cushions. That also means that if the foam, rips or something, you don't have to go and buy a whole other pair of headphones, or you don't have to buy foam. It comes right off, goes right on. Very simple, very easy because of the magnets. Now, the digital crown, let's go a little bit deeper into that. Not that deep, but a little bit. It lets you control volume, skip between tracks, answer phone calls, and activate Siri. Everything that you would expect. Not much there. You got colors. Thank you, Apple. The first three, wireless earbuds that they gave us, the AirPods, the AirPod 2.0s, and the AirPod Pros, they were all just white. There were third parties who made skins or customized them for you if you wanted, but Apple sold them in just white. Here, you have this white. You have your plain, really iconic Apple white. You got black. You got this, like navy blue. You got this navy blue. You got this, like, I don't know, neon pinkish orange, I guess, and then you got this really weird, like, mintish green. I'm pretty sure it's like a really light green, and it's really hard to tell the difference if you go on the website to see what's the difference between the whites and the greens. But hey, Apple gave us color options. I'm pretty happy about that. Let's talk about the battery life. 20 hours of listening. Pretty good. I'll give Apple that much. Pretty good. 20 hours of listening. With active noise cancellation and spatial audio enabled. So, kudos to Apple there. Pretty decent battery life. And then I expect I know that if you switch off active noise cancellation and spatial audio, you're obviously going to get more juice, and you're obviously going to get more listening time, more media watching time. And it says that 5 minutes of charging delivers 1.5 hours of listening. So you put it down, charge it for 5 minutes, you got an hour and five. You got 1.5 hours of listening. They are wireless, of course. They got Bluetooth. They're wireless. They're Apple's wireless over-ear headphones. You can get a wired audio experience, but you're gonna need to give Apple 40 more of your dollars if you want wired listening. A little extra way to give Apple some help Apple get some more money. So I think I covered. The case. The case. I have questions about the case. What's up with the case? It doesn't charge the headphones. The headphones don't fold up. They don't fold up. But what's up with the case? The case is really weird. If you put the case on and you carry it, it literally looks like a purse. And a lot of people have said this. I'm not the first one saying this, but a lot of people have said, and I also agree, that it looks like a purse. Like if you walked into a store and someone glanced at your, AirPods, they're gonna think it's a purse. You're gonna need to look at it for a good few seconds to figure out that that's actually a pair of over-ear headphones. It's magnets to close. Fairly simple to put them in. The case, I don't even know if you could call it a case. I'm just gonna call it a sleeve, because it's not really a case. I'm gonna call it a sleeve. Here on Tech Explained, we're gonna call it a sleeve. It closes with magnets. I think I already said that. Does not charge it. Very Apple. Very, very Apple. Very simple. Very compact. I think I went through everything that I wanted to go through. Oh yeah, another thing. We were looking at Apple, at this price point, especially to give us this experience where we just pick them up and put them on. There's no designated left and right ear cups. You can just pick them up, put them on, and you're good to go. But there is on the inside, on the inside of the ear cups, on that mesh, you can see that there is a designated left and right ear cushion. So you're going to need to line that up. And if you want to take full advantage of your $549, you're probably going to want to put them on the right way. Any over-ear headphones or any in-ear headphones, you're probably going to want to put them on the right way if you want to take full advantage of what that company is trying to give you at that price point. Now, moving on to my rant about these. I think I already ranted a little bit. Is ranted a word? I don't know if ranted is a word, but I think I already spoke a little bit here and there about what I think about it and stuff. Look, you gotta understand the average consumer, that 80th percentile of people, they'll probably buy it, yes. Well, not probably. Some of them may buy it in that 80th percentile, yes. But even the people who buy it, they're going to question their sums. They're going to be like, hey, that's an expensive pair of headphones. $549. So the average consumer, that 80th percentile, yeah, they're for sure going to think that is pretty expensive. I'm an average consumer. I'm in that 80th percentile, and I for sure think it's expensive. For what you're getting, I don't think that is that bad of a price. All this, comfortability, those interchangeable ear cups. I'm sure that there's a company that's already done that, being, Apple. They're kind of mainstream, so I'm talking about them as if they've done it first. They've obviously not. I'm sure that there are other headphones that have interchangeable ear cups with magnets like Apple did. But, that aluminum, that high quality metal, well, not high quality metal, but it's got metal at least. That's a step up. That canopy with the mesh on it, spatial audio, the noise cancellation, all of this just bundled in together for $549, and You even got that H1 processor in it. You know, yeah, $549. I have mixed feelings about this. $549 for everything you're getting. A little, okay, a teensy bit stretched. A teensy bit, you know, a little bit stretched. I think if I was pricing this, if Apple gave me these headphones and they said, here, look at the quality, we'll tell you what everything's made of, we'll tell you what it has, battery life, materials, how you know, all this, price it. I would price these at a solid $400. That's from me, $400. But they price them at $549. It's Apple. They're kind of known for having their prices up there. But this is from an average consumer viewpoint. Now, you get up to those people who are doing this on the daily. This is their life. They're going into the studio. They're recording with artists, musical artists, you know, day in and day out. They need some good stuff. They're going to think, hey, for what I'm getting here, that's a really, really good deal. That's a good deal. Of course, if they're in the studio, they're probably gonna have to pay an extra $40 for the wired listening experience, which will put it up to I can't math right today. $589. It's 540. $589. Let's just round up 590. So they're gonna need 590. And rounding up is probably a good idea because this is their launch price. I'm not counting tax. I'm not counting shipping. You know, depending on where you live, the actual price may vary because taxes vary from state to state. Taxes vary from country to country, and depending on where you live, who you're asking to deliver this to you, shipping prices will also vary. So these audiophiles, these audio nerds who sit in their studio, again, they're making music, you know, they need to hear the music as it is. You know, they'll probably think that that's a good deal because you know, it's in the audiophile world, you know, they're using like wired headphones that go up into the $1,000, and that's kind of normal for them because they need that. They need good audio. But Apple is not one of them, you know. If Bose or Sony or a audio-centered or a musical-centered company priced it at this price point, I would say nothing. I'd be like, okay, they're aiming it for people who are in this business of, you know, making music, selling it, and they need to hear music as it is. Apple is a average, well, not average, but Apple markets to the average consumer, to the majority of people. They want to market to the 80th percentile. They're not marketing to that 20th percentile that who are audiophiles who make music for a living. Apple markets their products and their devices to that 80th percentile. And pricing it this high, people are going to start asking questions. You know, a fan favorite. You know, a fan favorite, has amazing reviews. A lot of people love it. The Sony XM4s. You know, I'm going to go on Amazon real quick. And I'm going to search up Sony XM4s. And I'm not sure the exact price on the Sony XM4s on Amazon. But I know they're a lot cheaper than the AirPods. Okay, here we go. Sony XM4s, $278. That's almost half the price of. That's almost half the price of the AirPods. You know, the Sony, if you want to go slightly more budget friendly in that same Sony XM verse, you got the Sony XM3s, which are selling on Amazon right now for $217. That's less than half the price of, you know, the AirPod Maxes. So people are going to start asking questions. These headphones have been reviewed by a lot of reviewers. They're good. I could find you headphones in the $100 range. They'll probably still be fine for that average consumer. Wireless too. Probably pretty good for that average consumer. I mean, people are going to start asking questions. I'm asking questions. What is Apple doing here? What do I think Apple's doing here? And I'll tell you. I think either that there's two things that Apple is doing. First thing is that they have made a luxury product. I think maybe this time they're simply not pushing to that 80th percentile. As I said, Apple pushes to that 80th percentile. They market to that 80th percentile. The 80th percentile is who they're marketing to, right? Maybe with these Airpod Maxes, they're simply not marketing to that 80th percentile. Maybe they're marketing to those audiophiles at 20th percentile. Maybe this is a possibility. And, in the comments, you can for sure leave your thoughts about it. And I'll reply to every one of them. But, yeah, I mean, that's one possibility. Or maybe the second possibility is that... Actually, I don't think I have a second. I think that's like the only reason that I can think of why you would price that so high. I just don't know. Yeah, so I don't think there's a second reason. I think that Apple simply wasn't aiming at the people in the 80th percentile. They were obviously aiming, not obviously, but my guess is that they were aiming for the people in the 20th percentile, those audiophiles who need to listen to music as it is. But there's going to be people in the in that percentile. I know I've said 80th percentile a lot. Please forgive me for saying that, but that's the only way I can refer to it exactly. But I'll just say common consumer. The common consumer. There are going to be people in that category who are going to buy it. Those, the Apple fanatics, Apple fanatics are up there, They got their HomePod or their HomePod Mini in the kitchen. They got their MacBook in their office. Got the new iPhone 12 Pro Max. They got their Apple Watch in the gym, and they've had the previous AirPods Pros, and now their AirPod Maxes. Yes, Apple fanatics, yeah, they're going to get this new pair of headphones, even if it stretches their budget a little bit, they're probably going to still buy it. And look, I have nothing against that if you're going to do that. I mean, go for it, but think of your priorities. Think of, do you have that? If you spend that much money on something like this, don't you think it's a little bit of a waste? Because, look, you're the common consumer, correct? You don't need these really expensive high-end headphones, because my guess is you're probably just going to use it for listening to music, listening to podcasts. Hopefully this one, wink wink. Okay, that was weird. I'm sorry. I won't do that again. But listening to podcasts, listening to music, doing meetings here and there. So does the average consumer need this? No. I just said Sony XM4 is a great pair of over-ear headphones by Sony. Those are half the price on Amazon. So if you really want the really high quality headphones, but you don't want to stretch your budget, and even $278 is stretching your budget a little bit, in my opinion. But hey, it's half the price, almost half the price of the AirPods Maxes, So, uh, yeah, I don't know. So the the podcast is coming to a close, very very soon. But before I do that, I want to talk about, I think, two more things. The first thing is the pros and cons. So I'm gonna list the pros, I'll list the cons, and this is all live. I'm not, going back into editing and then adding stuff. Everything you're hearing right now is live. So if I miss something or you think something is not going where it belongs, just write in the comments, and I will reply to every single one. So, if I'm missing something here and there, you're welcome to correct me. The pros. First pro, the colors. You got color variety there. You can choose your colors. Pretty cool. You have those interchangeable ear cups, and I think that has a lot of potential down the line. If you want to make your AirPods your own, if you want to, customize them, then yeah, I feel like for sure, that's really cool, because again, I'm really expecting, and I'm not going to be surprised if third parties, start making these interchangeable ear cups, and soon, all types of like ear cup designs are going to be coming out. Ear cushion designs are going to be coming out, and you're going to be seeing those everywhere. So I think that's really cool. Just the comfort in total, I think. The canopy, that mesh on the canopy, that's probably going to be really comfortable. Those telescoping arms instead of the clickety clack of plastic, and those set sizes, those preset sizes. That's going to be pretty nice. What else? Yeah, so like the whole comfort of that. Just how simple it looks, the design. Just how simple it looks, just how pretty it looks. It's very visually appealing. So there's that. There you go. That's another pro. Um, uh, Another pro. The battery life. The battery life is pretty darn good. Um, Spatial audio. Spatial audio. Something that Apple introduced, and I really like the spatial audio that they've incorporated into their music like not music listening, but their like headphone and headset lineup up until now. So I think that's really, I think there's that. What else do you got? I think those are the pros. So yeah, there you go. Those are the pros. And again, I might be missing a few things. Noise cancellation. There you go. Noise cancellation. Noise cancellation, pretty good. I think, noise cancellation on the previous, AirPod Pros, they've been, on the AirPods Pros, actually, just the AirPod Pros, they've been pretty good. So, at this price point, and what the space Apple had to work with, because these are significantly bigger than in-ear designs, they're in-ear wireless headphones. Yeah, I mean, noise cancellation should be a lot better. Now, the cons. There's only 3 cons, but I'll tell you why those cons are significant. First of all, the 2 price points. $549 for the average consumer, that's a stretch. You're going to need to save up for that. That's an investment. And the thing is, once you buy that, you're going to be so worried about breaking it, scratching it, or messing it up. You're probably not even gonna like use it that much. At home, yeah, maybe, but taking it outside, worrying about it getting stolen, worrying about it getting dropped or scratched, that's gonna be in your mind, in the back of your mind. And you're going to be thinking about that. So at that price point for the average consumer who can't just easily replace it if it breaks, you got something to look at there. The other thing is that for a wired experience, you're going to have to pay Apple another $40. It's just Apple collecting money from your pocket at this point. They're reaching in your pocket, grabbing your money and taking it. And if you're falling for their tactics, you're letting them take it. I mean, and then the third thing is that how it charges. It's not USB Type-C. It's Lightning. So, basically, all my, I use, all, the headphones that I use, they use, all the wireless ones, that they use USB Type-C to charge. And Apple comes in with their Lightning port. And, well, I don't know, bro. Bros and girls. I don't, I don't know. Um, just give us USB Type C. We have so many USB Type Cs laying around here. An extra, it's so easy to charge then. Then you gotta carry an extra lightning cable here and there. So those are the three cons. But I think these three cons are so, you can go back and count in the video. There are obviously more pros than there are cons. Obviously. But I think that the cons are so significant that they kind of balance out the pros. So there you go. Those are my pros and cons. My pros and cons. If you guys have any to add or take away, or if you just want to list your own pros and cons again, comment section is available for you. And now the end portion, the ending of the podcast. Do I recommend it? Short answer, no. Long answer, it depends on what you're gonna do with it. If you're that average consumer who needs to save up, if you feel that this is an investment, it's probably an investment, and you should probably think about it before going out and buying it. So if you're the average consumer, no, there are a lot cheaper options. There are a lot cheaper options that have done very well in the past. Sony XM4s. And I've been comparing the AirPod Maxes to the Sony XM4s because the Sony XM4s were like the big dogs, of the over-ear headphone world. And now AirPods has come out to challenge it, so that's why I'm comparing those two a lot. But I don't. If you're the average consumer, I recommend not buying it. But if you want to, this is my opinion. I recommend not to buy it. If you're that average consumer, if you want to though, go ahead. No one's stopping you. Now, if you are the type of person who has money to spend on it, and that is your job, listening to music is your job. You go in the studio, you make some music, you need to hear the music as it is. Yes, you can buy this. It's fine. It's fine in my books. But if you really are in that genre of people, this may seem like a good deal, but if that is your job, if you are making money off of that, invest a little bit more. Go for a little bit more high end. Maybe don't go for a wireless model. Maybe go for a fully wired model that is made for the type of job that you're doing. And that's another roadblock I think Apple hit. That 80th percentile, they're going to start thinking about their money. They're going to be a little bit conscious at that price point. And they're going to think about buying it before they do. And the people who aren't in that percentile, who listen to music for basically a living or make music for a living, they're going to have the budget to buy more expensive things and better things. So that those AirPod Maxes fit in the middle of that somewhere. Maybe if you want to enter an entry-level headphone into that job, then yes, maybe. But yeah, I think that's my view. So, average consumer, I think there are better options for you. Not average consumer, people who do this for a job, I still think there are better options for you, but if you buy it, I wouldn't look at you as weirdly as I would. I wouldn't look at you weirdly at all if this is your job. But if you buy it and you're an average consumer, then yeah, I'm going to look at you a little bit weirdly. So that's where I'm ending this podcast. This is actually my very, very first podcast. This is my first episode. Many more to come. So please subscribe. Please like. Leave a comment. I left a lot of things where you guys can leave a comment. And, I love a good, healthy argument. So if you guys have a conflicting viewpoint against me, I'd love to talk with you. I will link my email down in the description below. So if you have any personal questions that you want to ask me, you can. And I hope all of you have a great, great rest of the day. Or if you're listening to this at night, I hope you have a great night. And I will see you next time.